Hello everyone, I hope you're all well. Happy New Year. I hope you had a lovely Christmas and New Year if you celebrate, and if not, a lovely festive season, and you know, back to normal, back to the usual, you know, day to day. It's a beautiful sunny day outside. Excuse my nails are breaking all over the place, and yeah, they're a bit of a mess, but anyway, don't look at them if you can help it. Right, so I have been wanting to come on. As you know, I haven't been very well. It's taken me quite a while to recover, and I'm getting there. I'm not fully 100%, but I am getting there, and I've been wanting to come on and do something. To be honest with you, it's the same old story really. I've really struggled with ideas, but yesterday I was going through some old videos, and there was one in particular from Rachel at Roxy Creations that inspired me. And because I've been, you know, creating a lot and have lots of bits of paper like this, I thought I would use them a little bit. These are mostly digitals, and these are my old book pages. So Rachel created a little folder using book pages, and so I got some book pages and I thought I'd do the same thing. So let's have a look. So I made a start yesterday and then I had to stop. I can't remember why, but something interrupted me and I had to stop. So what I did is I backed this sheet, and I'm going to leave this. This is for writing, so you know the idea is that you have a writing side. This is decorative, so I could do something with that and decorate it. I've got two sides of this page, and one side is more decorative. Well, this is an old French book, and it's got these lovely annotations in there and notes, so I thought I would use this, but I'm just thinking which bit do I want as a front page. I think that page as a front page, and then I'll decorate that, and then I can leave that you know, as a lovely page to look at. So I might even put something on it, but the plan is to create some pretty folders. Okay, so now what Rachel did is she layered pieces, and yesterday I was going through some little pieces that I'd, so there's one, I'm not sure I want to use that one, but there's quite a few here that I could use. So there was these that I thought quite nice contrast of colour there. Did a few that I used that I where are they? Oh, there's one that I inked around the edge. Again, that's lovely, so I could put something like that on, but before I put that on, the idea is that I would put something underneath it. So you constantly you're building up layers and putting different backgrounds on. Just thinking whether I want that a bit shorter. I think I'm going to take some of that off. If I use this one for now, and I'm going to just take a bit off so that it's not so... didn't do that very well. I never do. Never. Let's just see if I can do it again. Straighter this time. That's okay. I mean, it's not ideal because then, you know, the balance of the image isn't great, but never mind, that's okay. I'll ink it just to do what I've done on the other side. Still looks wrong. Let me pop it on a piece of paper and see. But then I am going to add more paper behind it. But that looks like it's not quite right. It'll be fine. It's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. And actually, I could, you know, scrunch it and rip it and have sort of more of a grungy look to it. But at the moment, I'm just going to see. So I'll just put that there for a minute. I do like that. I mean, it's very winter, which I'm what I was looking for. So I'm just thinking what I could put behind it. That's not big enough. Now I have some papers here that I can rip into. Just wondering whether to use something like that behind, so you get a bit of the yeah, that would be nice. I use a little, make sure I get some of the blue. So I'll rip some of this. So I hope everybody is well. As I say, I hope you had a lovely Christmas and New Year, and didn't find it too stressful. Oh dear, it's one of those things, isn't it, Christmas? I don't find them really stressful or, you know, nice and relaxed. So just trying to figure out which bit to use. To give me then a nice background. I think I'm going to go for that. Or maybe that, and then cut it to there. But then that doesn't leave me a lot. If I do it this way, it leaves me a bit more. So I'll just do a little snip there and then rip it with my, so I want ripped edges if I can. That's going to be difficult, but let's just see. Yeah, there's a little bit of white there, so, but there's too much of this anyway, so that's good. So just a little bit of colour behind. I always struggle with using, with it's a funny little thing I have when I struggle to use these papers, and then I remember that I can, you know, put them, reprint them. Sorry, I'm trying to think what I'm doing here. Okay, so that would go on there. Or do I want something else? Or is that enough? I think that might be enough, you know. So yeah, I don't need a lot of layers. I'll just grab something to do some gluing on. I had my board. Where is it? Sorry, I should have had this up ready. Where is it? Okay. I don't need to think of, there's still some left in here, a little bit left. Okay, so I'll put this down first. Should I ink it? No, I don't want to ink this one. I've inked the front cover page, but I don't think I want to ink this one. You don't always have to ink, you know, every page. Yeah, so this is just to get me in the swing of things. I did do a little bit of slow stitch. I went away mostly for Christmas to see my family. I spent a few days in Wokingham, and then with my daughter, and then up to, and her children, and up to Oxford to spend Christmas Day with my son, and then back down to my daughter's for Boxing Day. She's all over the place. Doesn't that look pretty on its own? I mean, you wouldn't even need anything on top of that. That's gorgeous. Now I'm wondering whether to just put something else on there, a fussy cut or something. Oh, I should have done my nail. Because I really like that on its own. I mean, that does go really well, but I love that on its own, so I'm just wondering, have a look in my fussy cuts, see if there's anything, fussy cut flowers or birds or whatever. Got some birds here. Birds always lovely. I mean, you know, you can decorate it with whatever you want. Oh, that's really nice. That is lovely. I love that. I'm tempted by that, you know. See if I've got anything cut out rose wise. Got that, but no, that's. I think I'm tempted by the bird. And then it doesn't cover all that lovely paper. See how I told you I really struggle to cover that paper. Let me see if there's a bird that is already cut out. No, I don't think there is. I'd have to cut that one. Oh, look. That's nice as well. That's, but it doesn't stand out enough. Ooh, look at this one. Oh, that's beautiful. I'd have to cut it with my knife, but I love that. Okay, alright, so I've cut out the little bird. All I did was just use my knife to, you know, and I'm going to put that there. I think that will be lovely. So let's just glue this on. You have to be careful when you do this, because obviously you don't want to rip beaks and legs and things off, so just always go from the middle, I guess. Love this, it's really nice. So I'm going to put this sort of on a bit of an angle, because I don't want, oh, that way, there. Yeah, like that. If I need more glue on, I will put some more glue on, but I think that is very effective so far. Okay, so now I decided, so it will look like that, and then you will open it up and you know, we can decorate the back. So what do we want on the back? What I could do with the back is actually put this on and maybe have another background to that. So let's have a look. I don't know if I want anything fancy or whether I want anything, like I could just tuck something behind it rather than have anything too fancy. I mean, I don't know if I want to use that, but, oh, that goes that way. I don't think I want to use that. I might put that on instead. This is it, decisions. I don't want to, no, I don't want to use that. Got a little bit of tissue behind this one. Sometimes it's just, you know, adding a little bit extra. I'll just rip that off and rip that off, and then just see if that has any. Yeah, I like that. I like that with a little bit of tissue there, and then I could put something else on here, you know. So let's do that. Nice quick decisions. Whoa, yeah, I had a feeling that might happen. So I'm going to put that here. I think I put it in the wrong place, but it's okay. There. I mean, that looks nice. And then put this here. And then we've got this and this at the bottom, so that's quite nice. And then I can move that over. Then you've got the, so I'm going to put it there. And then you've got the lovely music here and here. And then you've got the semi-quavers or whatever they are there. Right. I do like this little bit of paper. I just wonder whether it's too much, you know, putting a little piece there. It's quite pretty, like that, or is it too much? Yeah, it's too much. Okay. I mean, I might put a sort of label or something there anyway. So right, so that's the initial bit done. Now with this one, so this is how it's going to look. So it's going to open up like that. Now what I want to do is, or I did want to do, and I've just realised, is put a pocket in, but I'm not going to do that with this one because I don't want to cover that lovely paper up there. So I might do something different with it. Instead, so I'll have a think about that one, but I'm going to hinge them. So that's the first one almost done. So let's do another one. So I cut them to size yesterday, so they're like this. This one I folded up, so what I'll do is I'll use that as a little pocket. So I'm going to have this as my back paper, completely cover that up. And this will be my front paper, and it's in French. So what I need is a little bit of paper to go over the top of that. And I don't want to use that type of paper. What's this? No, not that paper either. Use some of this. So this is going to go on here as just paper to write on. And it will cover up the fishing bit. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing now, I don't think. Yeah, so this is just to get me back into the swing of things, you know how it is. It's really, well, I find it. Right, I'm not going to use that one. I'll be here all day trying to get glue out of that. Okay. So yeah, I went to, I said I went down to my daughter's for a few days before Christmas. And it's got something on it, but I don't mind that. I'm just wondering which side to use. I don't think it matters too much. I'll use that side. Yeah, and we had a few days sort of before Christmas, do last minute shopping and spend time with the children. We went to see a light show, one of these Christmas light shows, which was lovely for the kids. And what else? Yeah, we did a few different things. And I did some crafting with the children. We made little ceramic ornaments, Christmas ornaments, and we also made little snowmen, which was really sweet. Okay, now on the back of this one, I'm going to put a pocket. Do I want to decorate the back before I put a pocket on? Not that. Let's have a look. Being a bit finicky, I know, but quite like that. Yeah, let's use that. So this is or even that side, handwritten. They're both handwritten. February 1951. They're all doctors. I think that stands out a little bit more. but that's sort of softer writing. Yeah, I'm going to use this. I'll just take that edge off anyway. I need to do that. Although I could leave it on. Yeah, I'm going to use that side. I'm going to leave this on because I think it will just give it a little bit extra sort of space, you know, gusset space. I shouldn't be doing it on here, so pretend you never saw that. Just think, you know, having a little pocket on the back with, and then putting an extra little piece of card in or something is a nice thing, you know, a little surprise type of thing. There we go. I like that. I mean, I can see that it's boring, but I'm going to have something colourful up there. So now where's the front page there? So now we need to choose some. Oh, and I've got a pocket there as well. Cool. So I need to choose something for this. So background paper. I do think, oh, what about that? That's really nice. Oh, that's lovely. I might put that on there. It's not colourful, but, and it already has a border. I'm just wondering, do we want something behind it? Let's see what I have. I've got some green here. Would green work? A little bit of green behind it. I think it would. So I'm going to just rip some out and see. Just need a tiny bit because this is quite large anyway. The border's quite, I'm going to take some of the border off and I'll doesn't need to be you know, the borders don't need to be that big. There, and then I will re-ink. And I was thinking, you know, sort of inside of the booklet, you know, could tuck something in, something else in. Yeah, that's better size. So we'll pop that on there and then rip here. Don't want to waste any, but let's give it a nice green border. I might as well rip all the way to the bottom. Lovely. Writing. No, I don't think it makes any difference. All right. Excuse my stomach. I haven't had breakfast yet, and it's late, but I just wanted to get started. Sometimes if I leave it, then, you know, it gets later and later, and then I start procrastinating. It's just good for me to just get straight on. Okay, I'm going to rip that off if I can. And I am going to go around this with ink because of the white border. I mean, I could have cut that off. I quite like the rough edge, so that's okay. Yeah, it's I think I'm going to be preparing a little bit to do Roxy Creation. Sarah and Rachel have launched a new project, you know, the sewing project, Roxy's Journal of Stitchery project, and this time it is a large sort of canvas thing. That's really nice. I love that. So I do feel I'm going to go around this a bit more, just to feel like it needs a bit more brown going on, a bit more grunge. Oh, there goes my stomach. Yes, so they have launched a new one, and it's to put together a large piece for a still life. So stitching a still life, but you on canvas, you know, with all your fabrics and what have you, and your whatever you want to use. But the prompts will relate to items for the table that is included in the still life idea. So it will be a background, obviously, with the table on, and then whatever prompts they come up with. Isn't that pretty? Lovely colour. Whatever prompts they come up with. But I think, I don't know, but I think they're going to choose a bowl of flowers or something like that on your table. So, and I was quite excited by doing a still life, and so I think I'm going to join in this time. I do find it difficult following prompts. I have to admit to that. It's just my thing, but I'm going to try. And, you know, it's up to me whether I follow the prompts or I do my own thing. But at least, you know, I'm going to try. I'm not so keen on playing there, but that's okay. Right, so we've got a little pocket there. Yeah, probably using that glue wasn't a great idea, but it's okay. I always use other glue for pockets. I use my you know, my little glue sticky thing. Glue, runny glue, you know what I mean. There. Okay, right, so now we've got lots of little pockets and tucks. I'm going to just put some here and here, and this will be a nice little tuck spot. I mean, it is going to be tiny, so whatever. Mean something without something like that could go in, for example, and you've got a really nice decorative piece. Right, so that's more or less done. I just need to do a card for inside there, and I can do that in a little while. So I've got my two done so far. Now I'll do one more, and then we can do some decorating, because I've made a bit of a mess. Yes, these two. Okay, I found these easier. Again, front page and then back page, and then so back page again, I'm going to do this. So that's going to be the back. So I will pop, no, it goes on the inside. So it'll go there. Just using scraps of paper with this. This is old paper that I use. It's cartridge paper, and I used it to press flowers in the past. So it's nice to write on. I didn't need to use this really, but anyway, I could have continued to press my flowers. Okay, so that's going to go there. Okay, so I've got that start. Now front page, not that. I really liked this. Let's see. But I think it's too long for a start, so I'll take a bit off. I took too much off that, so you know, it was still a bit of a not a great decision. Now I'm going to use my cutter because I'm terrible at cutting. And I know it's only a small. I'll put my got my thing on the wire on the floor. And take a little bit off the bottom and a little bit off the top. So I'll take some off the side, a little bit off this side. There we go. I think that's better. I don't want it too big because I'm going to have something behind it. Now I like it better actually already. So let's think of something behind. Got this blue. That's nice. Oh yes, I'm going to go for that. So that was easy. Nice and easy. Take it up to the writing there. And I might have to, yeah, I'll take this off. I'm going to, should I, or should I leave it white? No, I'm going to ink this. I think it will, because I'm not going to ink that, it will make a nice contrast. It's been a really, oh, it's still a really sunny day out there. It's really lovely. I have lots of jobs to do around the house that I need to get on with, that I've been putting off. Actually, I am going to ink this. I think it needs it. Funny, isn't it, how we... These papers, the paper that I use to print on is 110 GSM, so it's strong paper, thick paper. Right, so that is going on there. I'll glue that on first, I might as well. And I mean, you can always add something to the top of these. You know, this doesn't have to be that does not look straight, and it's not. Am I worried about it? No. There. Right. I like this. The only thing is hiding all the French. Maybe a bit too much. Maybe if I put it to one side like that. Would that work? Or is that a bit silly? I'll just put it further down. So I think, yeah, I mean, you can, you know, you could even add something on the top of your top sheet, top paper. I'm going to bring it over a little bit. There we go. Nice. Nice. Okay, so that goes there. Oh, I love that. That's really pretty. That goes there. And then on the back, I decided I'm going to put this as a little tuck. I'm going to use this strong glue. So I need to come down this here. Ooh, I need to put more glue in. And then across here. Sorry, you probably couldn't see any of that. Or maybe you just saw a little bit. Sorry. I like the fact that it's got French written on there. I've got a nice little doodle and some pretty blue paper, and then you've got that, and then you can pop something in there. Very nice. Happy with that. I think the paper, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Gorgeous. Right, now again I could add little details, and I might well do, and I think I'm done for sort of these. I'm just going to go through them. I'm just going to work on these now. So there's a couple of things we need to do, or I need to do, and because we've got pockets and things like that, and I need to hinge, so I think I'm going to hinge first. Right, so this one is the first one. Now I need to decide what fabric I'm going to use. I mean, you could use fabric, you could use washi if you trusted it, or you could, you know, use the glue. Let me just check my... Right, I'm just going to pause a second. Right, so I'm back. I just wanted to get some... I paused for a moment to get some fabric to use to hinge. I think I'll cut some of this. So I don't want as much as that. It's too much. So I'm just going to go a little bit less. These are not my fabric scissors. My fabric scissors are in my other room. So that could go there. It's a little bit less. Now, because these are not going to be used as, you know, journals as such, you don't need a huge amount of fabric. That's going to be enough. So I'm going to do that. The other option is going all the way down. Cut another piece, and I'll fray them a little bit. It feels like I'm chewing this. It's a really bad cut. All right. Yeah, I mean, I could fray them a little bit, make them more nice to look at. There we go, and I will glue them on. So I find the glue, this glue, is strong enough to hold, and especially something like this. I mean, you're not, you know, it doesn't, it's not like it needs to be particularly strong. Oh, I pushed it right into there, and it's gone all the way, the glue has gone all the way through. I was a bit too vigorous. Right, let's put it there. Actually, I think I want it a bit further up. there. And there, and also what it does as well is it helps this, because this is a bit raggy. Maybe actually a longer piece would have been better, but never mind. So that's that. Hopefully that will stick. I don't even know if I've used the right side now. Hopefully that will glue, and then I'll use the other bit. Bit less vigorous. And then we'll go here. Turn it over, and then here. We go. So then we've got our nice little folder. Right, now I'm going to let that dry. I think I should have reinforced that. I might do that. It's a bit late now though, because it's not sure what I would put there. Something like this. Could put something like that there. Just cut this edge off. Should have thought of it before, but never mind, that's okay. And then, you know, I could, if I wanted to, create a tuck spot there, but I'm not going to. I'm just going to glue it down. I think it will help with everything. Yep, there we go. Nice. So that's nice and sorry if I was out of frame there. Yeah, so that's nice and secure now. So I'm going to leave that to dry, and doesn't have a pocket, this one, so I'll probably create a pocket somewhere. Ah, there was a reason I didn't put a pocket on there. So I might create a pocket somewhere, or I might just have, I mean really I could, if I'd thought, then I could have made that into more of a tuck and had a little tuck there. Otherwise, yeah, anyway, that's another idea actually. Could do a little tuck on that side, and then I'm not losing any of that lovely writing, or much of it. Right, anyway, let's leave that one and come back to it. This one. So I thought this green would be okay. Is it too bright? Yeah, it's too bright. So I'm going to use, with this one, yeah, I'm going to use that. I don't know why, I just feel like it works. You've still got all this showing, and you've got that showing through, so I think it works quite well. Now let me just go through them. So there's that one. Now I could put this one. Oops. Yeah, I do feel like it might just be until it dries. Until it dries, it might be a bit, you know, wibbly wobbly. We have got the tuck there, which is really nice. I like that tuck. I like this one as well, actually. This is one of my favourites as well. So we've got those two, and then we've got this one, the one that we haven't finished. This one I overdid with the glue. Hopefully it will be all right, but it's nice and strong anyway. So there's no pocket on this one, so I could decide to put a pocket on. I was thinking maybe here. put it there. So I could do a little flip like that. Rather than having a pocket. And that way I'm not losing anything. Let's do that then. I do actually, oh yeah, let's just do it. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a flip, but it's going to be a pocket as well. So I'm going to have these two, because they fit perfectly together apart from that. Just fold that bit over there. Glue it down. No, hang on, I can't glue it down yet. We need to glue the two sides together. How we're going to glue them together. Or we just use let me think. Just wondering, does that fit? Yes, it does. So if that was to fit like that and opened up like that, and I'm just wondering if I can just put that over the edge. Oh, actually no, I could use that as my, right, okay, I've got it now. So, this glue. Right, I'm going to use the top as the pocket, so I need to glue, yeah. Hang on, it's not coming out. Down here. And the bottom, because the top is going to be left open for the pocket, and then this side, and also you'll be able to write on it, and it's a flip so as well, so it's like, you know, multi-purpose, which is quite nice to do, make a nice change. So that will sit there and there, and then we can glue that down. That, yeah, perfect. And then this is going to be the flippy bit. Just wondering whether yeah, so I'll glue that down like that, and that will open up like that. So I mean, you know, I might be a bit being a bit I could have just, you know, done it some other way, but that doesn't fit over there, does it? Let's have a look. Just wondering if that would be nice there. I mean, it doesn't not. I think I'm going to do it over the top, over that, like that. So I put plenty of glue, and I don't need that glue actually. I can use normal glue. I mean, not normal, you know what I mean. There. And that's going to sit on there. Sorry guys, you can't see. That's going to sit there. How lovely. And then you've got a pocket at the top. I will do, that still closes. I could maybe take a little bit off that actually, but then I might interfere with the pocket, so I mean with the gluing, so I'll have to see. Just try a little bit off. Yeah, that's a bit better. Hopefully that's still glued down. I'm just wondering whether to put a notch in there. Do a notch on both sides. Like that. And then you know what it is, and it fits nicely. I'm going to put some washi tape here. Just grab some washi. I like gold washi. I like gold, this type of washi, so I'm going to use this. There, nice. And then she said, yeah, I didn't leave a gap, and I should have, but it doesn't matter. It still works, and it's still really nice. And that has actually strengthened the edge as well, which is a good thing. I'm just gonna try and push it a little bit in. Use my bond folder just to give it, you know, make sure that it doesn't. That's better. So it sits in like that, and then that closes. Got your little, you can put some tags or something in there, little notes. Got your writing paper there. That fits in there. Yeah, happy with all three. Oh, I was going to put, I think I'll put something on there. And I don't know where all my stamps are. Oh, there's a nice big one. Perfect. That's a perfect one, actually. Goes perfectly with that. So that's going there. It's going here. There. Yep, love it. Got lovely blue forget-me-nots on, which I mentioned earlier. I think it's going to go there. Perfect. And so we've decorated that one a little bit. That we need a card for there, we need a card for there. We've decorated that one. Now the other one is this one, and this we need a little tuck thing for there, like that, and a pocket, something for the pocket there, but I'll do that another day. I just think these are working quite well as they are for now, so I'm just going to leave them, and then I will come back to them on another day and finish them off. I wish I'd done something with these edges, but you know, they're rough and ready. I'll leave it here. So I hope you like them, and I'll see you again very soon. So take care. Thank you for watching and sticking with me. I appreciate you all very much. Take care. Bye for now.